Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and I'm going to play something on the Wii! I'm sure you guys have guessed that this was coming. A boy and his blob. Especially after the jerkish cliffhanger at the end of The Rescue of Princess Blobette. I am not going to wear my wrist strap because I am a rebel. Majesco! But this game was actually made by WayForward. You may have heard of WayForward from titles such as Shantae and Shantae. And you may not have heard of WayForward for titles such as Mighty Flip Champs and Mighty Milky Way and Mighty Switch Force and Shantae Risky's Revenge. But yes, WayForward is the company that's responsible for those games. Basically, somebody at WayForward was like fanboying all over A Boy and His Blob, and I can't blame them because it's a great game. And they asked for the rights to make a new game. It's not actually a sequel to The Rescue of Blobette. It's actually a reimagining of Trouble on Blobolonia. And they apparently have a unique graphic design studio or something at WayForward, and it's like perfect for this. I mean, I absolutely love everything about this game, but I gotta admit, this will be a partially blind playthrough. I never did actually get around to beating it. I got about halfway through the second world, and then I stopped playing because other games came out. But anyways, I've got a pretty neat opening here showing off a few of the different jelly bean powers. And you see we got a lot of these ink blot looking things. I'm not sure what they actually are. Maybe in a future episode I will look up the information to be able to tell you. But anyways, let us begin. Oh my, what could that be? Lots of jelly beans. Anyways, this is the boy. You can use the Classic Controller Pro or Classic Controller, I guess I should say, or the Nunchuck and Wiimote. Personally, I prefer the Nunchuck and Wiimote because it feels a little bit more natural to me. Anyways, this is the tree house. This is the hub for World 1. There's not a whole lot to see here right now. But yes, this game is divided up into worlds. It's not a single world like the other Boy and His Blob games were. And so here we are, out in the forest. We got a jump button, so that's nice. You know, our controls aren't anywhere near as slippery as they were in either of the other games. And would you believe that people actually review this game and say that the controls are pretty bad? Honestly, I think the controls are spot on. Spot on. Could not ask for better controls for this type of game. Oh man, what is that? It's like a little black blob thing. Well, that looks like bad news. I had better avoid it. Oh man, can't get up the ledge. Well, hey, the boy can actually do more than throw jelly beans. He can actually push rocks. Although you gotta be careful with that rock because if you step on it too many times, it'll crumble. You can fall a little distance. But you still gotta be careful about your falling. because just like in the other two games, falling from too high will be fatal. What's up this way? Splat. If you see an enemy sparkling like that, they'll have a treasure box in it. But unfortunately, the boy cannot pick up treasure chests. So I guess we'll have to come back for that. Oh, here's where the meteor crashed. Oh, holy crap! It's a blob.
Come on. Come on.
Aww. Isn't that cute? So you can actually do that anytime you want. There is a hug button in the game. You can also scold the blob.
Calm down.
And he'll stay where he is. Aw, I'm sorry. But there's not much point to that because unlike in Princess Blobette, the blob does not push you around, thank goodness. Anyways, now that we have the blob, he will eat the treasure chest for us. And that's what we want him to do. Alright, now there's going to be 3 treasure chests in every level. Collecting all of the treasure chests will allow you to go to a bonus level. So there are, well, there's 40 normal levels and 40 bonus levels in the game. And that's all 3 chests for the first level. And even though I played up to halfway through the second world before, I actually don't remember really anything about the first world. Because it has been that long since I played.
Blob.
Well, I can't seem to go any further that way, so I guess I will just have to continue back to the treehouse. So it's a very serene game. There's not a whole lot going on here. But yeah, now that we have the blob, we head back into the treehouse. And we can begin the levels properly. And every time you come back, he'll spit out the treasure chests that he collected. If you get all 3, it opens up a new level. Oh hey, it's a jelly bean. Oh, better go pick up that jar. Alrighty, so now we can go up here.
Yeah.
Alright. So actually, it's kind of funny. The boy kind of resembles an Earthbound character, just with his art style. And the funny thing about that is that the Japanese version of both Trouble on Blaumagier and The Rescue of Princess Blobette, the boy pretty much looked like Ness from Earthbound. You may have noticed in my Rescue of Princess Blobette Let's Play, the playlist button, I had a picture of the boy as he appears in the Japanese version. Anyways, now we can,
Ready? Calm
never
down.
mind, I guess we can't.
Gotta go.
I guess I did not get the jelly beans yet. Oh, death. But hey, that's alright, because there are infinite lives in this game. Oh man, I can die as much as I want, and I don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Way Forward. You addressed probably my biggest grief with the first boy and his blob. You know, people actually complained in reviews about this game being very trial and error, but having infinite lives, you know, trial and error is actually very fun when you have infinite lives. I mean, just look at how many people get enjoyment out of games like I Want to Be the Guy. That's nothing but trial and error.
Blob. Blob. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you call the blob twice in a row, the boy will whistle, and the blob will turn into a balloon, which is basically the same as the hummingbird from the original games. They'll fly through obstacles to get to you. So that's nice. So there won't be any ketchup jelly beans in this game, as there's no need for them. And beating these extra levels unlocks stuff. Usually artwork. I'll go ahead and show you what I unlocked. Some concept art. It's pretty cool. Alright, now on to a proper level. See, we got the first 3 chests. So on to the second level. Second real level, anyway. Alright, so you're going to see signs like this quite often. Generally, you're only going to see it the first time you encounter the need for a certain jelly bean. And now we can actually pull up our jelly bean menu. You have the jelly bean that turns them into a balloon, although it's not really that necessary. We've got some black jelly beans, or licorice jelly beans I should say, and punch jelly beans. They don't actually give them names and flavors and all that like they did in the original. You also have unlimited jelly beans. So that is something to keep in mind. And your jelly beans are decided by the level you're on. And you get this nice little, projection of where you're going to throw your jelly bean to, so... I mean, they definitely improved the gameplay quite significantly, and it's all for the better. WayForward did a fantastic job with this game. So, most puzzles are fairly easy to figure out this early on. And there'd be signs telling you where to go from time to time. Actually, I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, you don't always want to go where you're supposed to go first, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It does kind of look like it comes out the other side there. I really like the design of the blob in this game. He actually looks, cute and all. In the first game, honestly, he looked like a snowball with a face on top of it. Oh man, I gotta say, it is so much easier to go through jelly beans.
Hey!
Alright, now check this out. Actually, that's not gonna work. Water is still fatal to the boy, so make sure you don't fall in the pit there. But yeah, they actually come up with new ways to get rid of the monsters in the game. So that's really neat. That's something I really enjoy. And here is our third treasure chest. Alright. Just moving right along. And this game actually has different kinds of enemies instead of just giant centipedes. Now these guys, they will actually charge at you if they see you. But if they run into a wall, you know, it's all good. Ha! Although I will say, be careful if you have like a rock there that you can push. 'Cause if you put it up against the edge and like stand behind it, they will actually be able to get over the rock. But anyways, each level ends with a golden jelly bean, which will turn the blob into a door. And that's pretty much how the game progresses. Like I said, there's 40 levels, there's 10 in each world, there's 4 worlds total, and then there's a bonus level for every regular level. So that gives you a total of 80 levels. So it won't be too terribly long of a game. But it's definitely going to be longer than Trouble on Bloblonia and the Rescue of Princess Blobette were. Anyways, with that, we have unlocked our second bonus level. And a Moai. And this is actually where I'm going to end this episode off. This has been Let's Play A Boy and His Blob. I am Blaumagier, and I will see you guys next time. Later.